Live from WTVO 17 and your home team. Eyewitness News at 6 starts now.
A Rockford-based social justice group aims to bring the community together. Live coverage from the Rockford Unity Rally taking place downtown tonight. Motorcycle enthusiasts hit the streets of Rockford raising awareness for mental health, while organizers say their fight can't be stopped by the COVID-19 pandemic. And Stevenson County residents raise money for one city's downtown in need of a facelift. How their temporary art is leaving a lasting impact. Good evening, I'm Hannah Zettel. Thanks for joining us tonight. A Rockford social justice group aims to bridge the gap between the city and the community by uniting residents from different backgrounds. That's the same goal of today's Rockford Unity Rally currently happening downtown. Our Dylan Saraki joins us live from the rally this evening. Dylan, what are you seeing out there tonight?
Yeah, that's right, Hannah. I'm live here at Davis Park where the Unity Rally is just winding down. Earlier, several speakers took to the podium to share their perspective on creating positive change in the city. Mayor Tom McNamara, Rockford Police Deputy Chief Mike Dahlke, and NAACP President Rhonda Greer-Robinson are among those who addressed the dozens of people gathered here on the lawn at Davis Park. They talked about some of what they're working on to improve accountability for law enforcement in the city, including a plan to revamp the citizen complaint process for the Rockford Police Department and trying to get all officers outfitted with body cameras. This comes after rally organizers Blasey Onyango and Anthony Fort Jr. have spent more than 2 months having conversations with city leaders behind closed doors. They say it's been a slow process, but they're optimistic all of their work will pay off.
It hasn't been easy. You know, it's been extremely hard, but now, especially after working with the police and genuinely having an understanding of why they do things the way that they do things, I definitely feel like there's, genuinely been progress in that aspect.
Attendees also listened to music, while several local religious leaders led the group in prayer. I'll have a full recap of the rally coming up tonight at 9 and 10, but for now, live in Rockford for your home team, I'm Dylan Saraki.
All right, Dylan, thank you. Also happening now, Rockford youth abolitionists are hosting a rally at Saturn Park. The city of Rockford issuing a statement this afternoon revealing that officials have not received credible threats of possible looting. But just hours before both demonstrations started, several stores in Rockford closed their doors early. The Walmart located on Walton Street closed at 1 o'clock this afternoon, boarding up multiple doors and windows. The Meijer on Perryville Road also closed at 1. Neither store has provided an explanation on if the shortened hours are due to the scheduled protests. Earlier today, a group of 4 city women banding together to stop gun violence in Rockford. Love and Loyalty Motorcycle Club hosted its first all-women empowerment walk this afternoon. Participants hope their message of positivity will inspire both police and citizens to create a safer community.
Police brutality is real right now, and it's just as bad as black on black crime, and it all needs to stop. We are all humans. We all need to come together, love each other, treat each other like humans, and make this world a better place.
For more information on Love and Loyalty Motorcycle Club, head to our website, mystateline.com. An overnight shooting leaves a home on Rockford's west side damaged. It happened just after 10 last night near the 300 block of Ogleby Road. That's near South Main Street by the Rock River. Police say one building was hit several times by gunfire, but no one was hurt. Anyone with information regarding the shooting is urged to call police or Crime Stoppers. Over 8,000 Illinoisans have died from coronavirus complications after 11 additional patients pass away today. 11 deaths and 1,888 new cases of COVID-19 announced today brings the state case total to 231,363 cases and 8,008 lives lost since the start of the pandemic. The 7-day statewide positivity rate now stands at 4%. The state hit a major milestone for the number of mail-in ballot applications, and August isn't even over yet. The State Board of Elections announced that 1 million voters have already applied for their ballots. Eyewitness News reporter Cole Hankey is keeping you connected to the Capitol tonight.
Counties across the state are setting records for the number of mail-in ballot applications they have already gotten. And now, only about a month after the state started sending applications to every registered voter from the past few elections, The state has received 1 million requests for mail-in ballots.
We knew this year would be unusual, obviously, and we were putting a push on to encourage people to use vote by mail, but we didn't anticipate that we would hit this milestone so quickly.
The number of applications are doubling previous year's totals. Election officials are expecting even more to come in, and they want people to get their applications in early so the system is not overwhelmed by the number of people applying.
So that's huge. Normally we do about 8.5% by mail in Sangamon County. It's not the primary focus of Sangamon County's voting, and I've got requests today that's double the amount of that. You know, that's pretty extraordinary.
Reporting in Springfield, I'm Cole Hankey.
While the applications have already been filed, the ballots themselves won't be sent out until September 24th. State line streets were filled with motorcycles raising awareness for mental health issues today. Bikers hit the road for the 7th annual Ride to Fight Suicide. The ride was hosted by the Tommy Corral Memorial Foundation, which provides suicide prevention education in the community. With coronavirus precautions in place, organizers say the crowd was doubled from the turnout last year, proving their mission is worth it.
Our fight is bigger than what's going on, and there's a lot of people that want to support, so we were able to do it in a way that we could do it outside and keep social distancing and be able to get out on the road and ride and show honor to the people that are struggling or that have been lost.
If you or a loved one are struggling with suicidal thoughts, dial the National Suicidal Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255. Facing a cancer diagnosis is filled with many uncertainties, but patients are never alone. That's where health officials say support groups can help. Support groups bring together people who are going through or have gone through cancer. A support group provides space for people to share their own experiences, feelings, coping strategies, and personal knowledge about the battle and treatments. According to the Mayo Clinic, there are many benefits of participating in a support group, including feeling less lonely, isolated, and anxious, and learning about health, economic, or social resources.
There's always support, there's always hope, and joining together with other people and building those relationships to support each other is very therapeutic, whether you're just early on diagnosis or you're a 20-year survivor.
Dino says during the pandemic, many support groups have turned to virtual meetings, which allow participants to meet from the comfort of their homes while still supporting one another in recovery and survivorship. Downtown Freeport received a facelift as residents paint the port. The 4th annual painting party raises money for the downtown storefront facade. Residents were able to purchase, then paint squares along Chicago Avenue, beautifying the streets today while making a lasting impact on the city.
Being able to help beautify our downtown, to help draw people into our city, to invite them to enjoy our restaurants and our shops and live music, and we have wonderful shops, and we just want to help people realize that Freeport does have a lot to offer.
Organizers say nearly 15 downtown Freeport storefronts have undergone renovations since the first Paint the Port event. President Trump touring the damage in Lake Charles, Louisiana. The president visiting the area this morning following Hurricane Laura. President Trump speaking with officials while surveying the downed trees and destroyed houses. Hurricane Laura barreled over Lake Charles, flattening homes and businesses. Gusts up to 132 miles per hour snapped trees, bent lampposts, and scattered debris. Structures which did survive suffered extensive damage from floodwaters. The president is also expected to visit Texas and survey the damage there. The U.S. continues to see surging numbers of coronavirus cases and deaths. However, the data released this week shows a glimmer of hope in the future. Correspondent Aisha Hasni has more from New York.
The coronavirus showing no signs of disappearing anytime soon in the United States. The nation recording its first confirmed case of COVID-19 reinfection after a 25-year-old man from Nevada was diagnosed for a second time. The patient first got sick in March, then tested positive again in June. The report comes just a week after researchers in Hong Kong confirmed their first case of reinfection. The U.S. also heading for another grim coronavirus milestone. The country is closing in on a total of 6 million confirmed cases with more than 182,000 deaths. The number of daily cases has been rising for the past 5 days, but there are some promising trends this week. The 7-day rolling average for confirmed cases is down about 38% from the summer peak in July. Hospitalizations are also down for a 32nd day in a row, and the 7-day average of daily deaths is down 17% since its peak just 4 weeks ago. State and health officials cannot seem to reach a consensus, though, on who should be tested. This week, the CDC announced people who are exposed to the virus but don't have any symptoms don't necessarily need to be tested. The governors of at least 5 states are refusing to follow the new guidelines. On the vaccine front, President Trump says relief is on its way.
3 different vaccines are right now in final stage trials. If you go back 3 years, that would have been something that would have been impossible to even discuss.
And the White House has plans to purchase a rapid COVID-19 test that can deliver results in a matter of 15 minutes.
Now, your first warm weather forecast with meteorologist Joey Marino.
Good evening, everybody. Hopefully you got to enjoy the sunshine out there today and also the much cooler temperatures because it was a beautiful day across the state line. Taking a live look at our Mercy Health SkyTrack camera over downtown Rockford this evening. You can see still a few high clouds overhead, but we still have the sunshine. But temperatures, big difference because of yesterday's cold front. We actually topped out yesterday around 94 degrees. Today we topped out around 82, but now temperatures dropping back into the 70s. 79 in Rockford, 79 also up in Janesville, 74 in Freeport, 76 out in Galena, and 78 in Sterling. And also the humidity was dropped significantly because of yesterday's cold front. Right now, dew points in the upper 40s and low 50s. They're actually going to be staying that way as we head into the night tonight. So it's going to be a very comfortable night across the state line. Still got a few high clouds out there as we take a look at satellite and radar this evening. But if you look off towards the west, there is a high pressure system that is helping dry out the atmosphere as we roll into this evening. That cold front that we saw move through yesterday, way off towards the southeast. But as we head into the night tonight, this high pressure system is going to keep things dry not only for tonight, but also going into the end of the weekend. So taking a look at FUTURECAST, planning out the next 24 to 48 hours. You can see as we head into tomorrow morning, we're going to have mainly clear skies. And tonight's going to be a comfortable night with temperatures dropping into the low 50s. So if you're planning on having a bonfire or if you're going out stargazing tonight, it's going to be a really nice night for that as we stay pretty dry into the day tomorrow. Now, we're going to start off with plenty of sunshine for our Sunday, but then we get a few clouds to build in by the afternoon and evening. So we're going to be partly sunny during the afternoon on Sunday. Our next chance for rain does come with the cold front as we head into the start of next week. And we definitely really need the rain, especially with how dry August has been so far. You can see that we are now at the 4th driest August on record, and we just have a couple of more days left here in August. Just 0.52 inches of rain during August so far, and you can see that the average monthly precipitation total is about 4.5 inches, so significantly below average rainfall so far for this month. But we do got a couple of rain chances that could help out with that. We have Monday where we have a rain chance during the evening with a cold front, and then a low pressure system on Tuesday is going to bring us another chance for some showers and maybe even a couple of thunderstorms here in the state line. But then we start to dry out as we head into Wednesday and Thursday, so we have to see how much we can squeeze out as we head into Monday and Tuesday. But for tonight, pretty comfortable out there. 54 degrees, starlit skies, and also cool and pleasant heading into the day tomorrow. As we head into Sunday afternoon, 79 degrees, a mix of clouds and sun, and we're going to stay pretty dry heading into the end of the weekend. And we're going to see rain chances Monday and Tuesday before we cool down heading into the end of the work week next week.
Now, the Napleton Sports Desk with David Greenberg.
White Sox have been on a tear recently, going 9-1 in their last 10 games. Could they keep it going today? That was the big question. 4th inning, Sox tied at 1. Edwin Encarnacion takes this hanging breaking ball from Brady Singer and just gets enough. Gives the Sox a 3-1 lead. To the 7th we go now. Zach Birdie trying to pitch out of a jam. Elevated fastball to Maikel Franco, and he tees off. But did he get enough? Yes, a 3-run home run for Franco, a part of a 5-run 7th for the Royals. Sox fought back in the 9th, but they lose this one 9-6. Cubs are playing 2 in Cincinnati. They just won Game 1, 3-0 behind Yu Darvish, who gets his 6th win. Anthony Rizzo homered. Game 2 begins at 6:40. Alec Mills will take the hill in that one. Bucks and Magic were the first game to resume after the NBA's brief hiatus. Milwaukee looking to close out the series up 3-1, and they did just that. Here's Giannis with a monster tomahawk slam. Him and Chris Middleton combined for 49 points. Giannis also finished with 17 rebounds. Bucks win big, 118-104. They'll host the Miami Heat in the conference semis next round. Quarterback competition continues for the Bears. Earlier today, Matt Nagy said he's not announcing publicly the team's starter. That will be announced. They'll see that later on in the field in a couple weeks when they take on the Lions. 5 local Rockford schools jumped into their season over at Boylan's Pool. Here's Hononegah's Emily Broda. She pulls off this backwards half twist. Just a great performance there from the sophomore. From one sophomore to another, here's Guilford's Marissa Anke. That was the backwards 2.5 twist free, and she nails that. Beautifully executed from her. Last year's Nick 10 champion Jaden Greenlee, she got a little last-minute practice in before her dive. She's up here with a forward 1 1/2 pike. Silky smooth. She sticks this landing and barely any splash. Judges gave her a couple 6s and 6.5s and a couple 7s. Jaden would win this meet with an overall score of 172.7. Cross-country season is also underway. Normally the runners are packed in tight at the start, but this year, as you see, they're spread out. This is the Jayhawk Invitational at Jefferson High School. This is the girls' race. Aquin and Duran-Pecatonica were the only 2 teams in this race, along with 1 individual runner from Jefferson. Aquin had a very strong 1-2 punch. That's senior Gwen Stovall taking first place. Her teammate Ashley Lamb was seconds behind in second, but Duran-Pecatonica had the stronger pack, led by third-place finisher Angela Miners here. Duran-Pecatonica placed 5 runners in the top 8 to win the team competition. It was a deeper field in the boys' race at Jefferson. 5 teams competed. Belvedere North, Duran-Pecatonica, Jefferson, East, and Aquin. Belvedere North has a great tradition in cross-country, and this year looks to be more of the same. The Blue Thunder placed 5 runners in the top 6, and their next 2 runners also finished in the top 10. Leading the way here with a first-place finish is junior Nick Lenzen. He covered the 2-mile course in 10 minutes, 36 seconds. His teammate Caden McNulty finished 11 seconds behind in second place. Belvedere North won the team competition easily, with Duran-Pecatonica taking second.
It's going to be a beautiful night to have the windows open and to turn off the air conditioning, because we're going to see starlit skies and also cool and pleasant conditions into tomorrow with a low of 54. Then as we head into Sunday afternoon, a mix of clouds and sun. It's going to be another comfortable day across the state line with a high of 79. Now we're going to stay cool into the start of next week. We're going to see temperatures in the upper 70s and low 80s heading into the middle of next week, even cooler as we head into the weekend. So enjoy the cooler temperatures for the weekend. Back to you.
That's all we've got for you tonight. Please be sure to wash your hands, and we'll see you back here tonight at 10.